Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and today I'm going to show you what's on my desk and a little bit of a yard sale haul. So I made this journal cover. I'm going to grab one of the other covers. So you probably saw on Instagram that I've actually made 6 covers like this. And this was demonstrated in my Take Out the Trash Tuesday video last week. So what I did was I cut 2 pieces of chipboard, 5.5 by 7.5. So I think I cut one like that, and then I cut one like that, which left a big strip. And then what I should have done was sewn the strip to the covers first, and then I put the binding on, and it's mitered, and then I turned the binding over. I had to tear out the paper because the spine wasn't nice and round and like I wanted it. It had like lines in it because the paper was holding it stiff. You can kind of see it still down here because I couldn't get the paper out from underneath where the binding is glued. So this is going to be a big journal. I think 11 signatures. And it's going to have a bit of a theme, sort of like a 1940s housewife, maybe not farm. We'll see. So I've been going through old seed catalogs and old magazines and starting to pull things together for that. So that's what I'm doing with that. So what I learned was sew the 3 pieces together first, then bind. Quilters will be familiar with this technique, how to put the binding on. I think it might be difficult for me to demonstrate that. So maybe I'll look for a good video and I'll share the link. So there's that. Oh, and I didn't have a lot of this pink fabric left, so I didn't have a lot of fabric of anything left, so I had to piece together 3 strips of fabric to cover the spine, or not the spine, but the inner spine that I will sew my signatures to. But once I get it put in there, I used little scraps of that pink fabric to cover the ends so that it will match. See what I mean? I am experimenting with a slightly different camera setup, so everything's shoved in a bag. So I went to a couple yard sales yesterday, and I got a ton of these old brooches for 50 cents a piece. So this one has roses on it, of course. This one is a big bow. It doesn't have any rhinestones or anything, but the way that the metal is kind of blobbed on there sort of reminds me of rhinestones. And it has this black enamel. This one has these 3 little pearl jobbies. That's pretty. This one's got a couple of rhinestones in it, and it's colored, metal's colored. I don't know what to say about that. This one's kind of different. Again, another, it's enameled colored there. I'm just kind of looking to see, would that have had a stone in it? It might have had a stone in it, but it doesn't now. These are kind of cute. And another bow. And these look like tulips. And a little Christmas one. Then I went to another sale and they had a box of these little plastic bags and it said 3 for $1. So this one had 2. This looks like a little shoe clip. Looks like a crown. And a little silver bow. And then, like, it had a bunch of, these all look really Halloween-y to me. Yeah, there's a spider. And a hanging skeleton. A little purple star, an orange star. This one says hemlock root. A couple of skulls. I'm a big fan of pentagrams. So these are all Halloween-y. I especially like the spiders. This one says Eye of Newt. I think these ones are all skeletons. I mean, I didn't need this many Halloween charms, but they were so cheap. And I really liked the ones that had the ingredients, the hemlock root and the Eye of Newt. This one says toe of frog. Another spider. And this one says can't read it. Oh, it looks like a little Ouija board. So I can sort those out and put them away. Little spiders. I love them. And this one, I think it's just like little bits So it has this little ornate coffee pot, maybe? And then some other little tiny bits. Little silver ball-y things. That heart's pretty. It's got little flowers on it. And it's sort of a scalloped edge eyelet. It's popped through there. I got 2 books. So this one's called Tempest and Sunshine. Let's see if there's a date in it. Christmas 1909. Don't think there's any illustrations in it. Ooh, but it has these advertisements in the back that I always enjoy. Just taking a look to see if there's any illustrations. I don't see any. Well, that's a shame, but it does have a nice illustration on the front. Look at her blue eyes. And then this, I got this, I paid $1 for that. This one I got at a church, and it's just a tiny little thing. But I love the, how the pattern goes across the front and the back. Oh, this was a Sunday school prize to Annie Dickinson. It's got really big print. And each story in here. Oh, so maybe it's Christmas stories. This talks about the 3rd Sunday in Advent. Second Sunday in Advent. Advent Sunday. Let's have one for Christmas. Oh, Star of Bethlehem. Yep. Sunday after the Epiphany. Sunday after Christmas. Fourth Sunday in Advent. So not really one for Christmas, but they're called Sunday stories. Yeah, or simple Sunday stories. So she needs to be cleaned up. Oh, I paid $0.25 for this, and I thought maybe a little tall, but I thought maybe there were some things in here I could use for my new journal. Oh yeah, I can cut the bottom off where it says remember when. And I got this dirty old doily. Didn't pay $0.25 for it. It was half price. But there's some pretty little things that I can cut out. The little baskets are cute. Cute, cute, cute. But I think this needs to go into the washing machine first. Anyway, so that's my haul. Not a lot. I don't need a lot. But sometimes when you see things that you really like, they're kind of inspiring. I want to yawn. I'm sorry. It's very early in the morning. And thank everybody for your very, very kind words and the comments on my last video and the private messages that were sent relating to poor old Gibson. It's not as raw right now, but I still find myself looking for him. I was in the bathroom yesterday or last night, having a soak after doing a ton of work yesterday, but that's another story. And the door started to slowly creep open. I thought, oh, here comes Gibby, but it was my husband. He was coming in to fill his water thingamajigger. Anyway, the other story. Yesterday we went to my mother-in-law's. She said she had a bunch of paper stuff that she was going through and thought maybe I would want some of it. So that also involved cleaning out her basement. So I carried a lot of boxes yesterday, and that was a big mistake. I had a bad night with my arm. And I have not really had a chance to go through any of it. There were some scrapbooks and some photos, lots of photos, probably family members, but nobody knows who they are, so it doesn't really matter. And cards, greeting cards and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll try to go through that stuff today and decide what I'm keeping and what I'm tossing. And yeah, so thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a great weekend, and might take a couple of Tylenol and work on my new journal. You take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.